huge craft just kind of come right over Squaw Peak. Questionably, it was a UFO, which means unidentified flying object because of the light in terms of the size, but it was absolutely silent and had sort of eerie embedded lights. And
in the heart of a bustling city center, under the gaze of thousands, something extraordinary unfolded. Massive, silent objects appeared in the sky, hovering with an eerie precision that defied explanation. These were no ordinary drones or aircraft. Their synchronized movements and geometric formations left witnesses spellbound and questioning reality itself. As smartphones captured fleeting glimpses, social media erupted with speculation and awe. Could this be a secret military operation, or is something far more mysterious at play? Adding to the intrigue, scientists have recently discovered another Umuamua-like object entering our solar system, an interstellar visitor that challenges everything we know about space. Are these events connected? Is humanity on the brink of uncovering a hidden truth about our place in the cosmos? Join us as we delve into 5 of the most compelling massive UFO sightings that have shaken city centers worldwide, unraveling a mystery that continues to captivate and mystify. The City Center Formation Phenomenon. On May 18, 2025, a startling UFO sighting near Cozumel, Mexico, captivated viewers worldwide. A live webcam captured a saucer-shaped object zipping past a docked cruise ship at an almost imperceptible speed. The footage, which quickly went viral, shows the dark metallic object moving with such rapidity that it left onlookers exclaiming, "What was that?" The incident occurred during nighttime hours, with the cruise ship stationary at the port. The UFO's sudden appearance and swift movement were so unexpected that many viewers initially questioned whether they had seen anything at all. Upon replaying the footage, the object's presence became unmistakable. A disc-like craft darting across the screen in a fraction of a second. Eyewitnesses and online commenters speculated about the object's nature, with theories ranging from a high-speed drone to an extraterrestrial spacecraft. Across multiple reports, witnesses described seeing several large, uncolored or white objects hovering silently over urban areas. Unlike typical aircraft or drones, these objects often arrange themselves into distinct geometric patterns, rectangles, triangles, lines, or even complex shapes, and maintain these formations for extended periods. Then, without warning, they shift in unison, performing rapid, coordinated movements that seem intentional and intelligent. The coordinated behavior and sheer size of these objects rule out mundane explanations such as balloons, weather phenomena, or known aircraft. Balloons cannot maintain precise geometric formations or execute rapid, synchronized movements. Conventional drones, while capable of some formation flying, do not approach the scale or silent, hovering capabilities described in these sightings. Moreover, many witnesses report the objects remain stationary for long periods, defying wind patterns, then suddenly accelerate or change formation in ways inconsistent with known technology. The object's ability to wiggle independently yet maintain group cohesion suggests advanced control systems or intelligence behind their operation. The dots began to move, drifting slowly, then faster, weaving in and out of formations that defied logic. Rectangles, triangles, lines, shapes that spoke of intention, of design. No wind could have choreographed such precision. No known aircraft could hold such perfect shifting patterns without faltering. The witnesses below watched, their voices a mixture of awe and disbelief. "Look at them," one whispered. "They're not balloons. They're too coordinated. They're alive." As the objects danced in the sky, their movements grew more deliberate, almost playful. They seemed to respond to unseen signals, to each other, as if communicating in a language beyond human comprehension. The cluster would pulse, then split, then merge again, an aerial ballet performed on a stage of endless blue. The witnesses strained their eyes, trying to discern shape, texture, anything that might explain the mystery. But the distance and the brilliance of the sun rendered the objects as mere glowing orbs, their true form cloaked in secrecy. Questions flooded minds. What were they? Where had they come from? Were they watching? Theories spiraled: drones, experimental aircraft, weather balloons, but none fit the evidence. Drones would hum, would falter in formation, balloons would drift apart with the slightest breeze. Yet these objects defied every expectation. They held their place, shifted with purpose, and vanished only to reappear moments later in a new configuration. The air grew thick with tension. The witnesses' excitement was tinged with unease, a primal recognition that something beyond their understanding was present. The sky, once a familiar canvas, had transformed into a gateway to the unknown. The objects hovered longer than any conventional craft should, their silence deafening. It was as if they waited. For what? No one could say. Speculation turned to wonder. Could these be visitors from another world? Travelers from distant stars, observing humanity with curiosity or caution? The idea seemed fantastical, yet the evidence was undeniable. The object's behavior suggested intelligence, a will beyond mere physics or chance. As minutes stretched into an eternity, the cluster began to fade, dissolving into the brightness of the afternoon. The witnesses lowered their eyes, their minds racing. What they had seen would not be forgotten. It was a glimpse into a greater mystery, a reminder that the universe held secrets still beyond reach. And somewhere, beyond the veil of clouds and atmosphere, the silent watchers continued their journey, enigmatic, elusive, and forever out of reach. Umuamua and interstellar visitors. In October 2017, astronomers made a groundbreaking discovery that forever changed our understanding of the cosmos. The detection of Umuamua, the first confirmed interstellar object passing through our solar system. Unlike any asteroid or comet previously observed, this mysterious visitor exhibited characteristics that baffled scientists and ignited widespread speculation about its origin and nature. Named from the Hawaiian phrase meaning a messenger from afar arriving first, Umuamua is an elongated cigar-shaped object roughly 400 meters, about 1/4 mile long, with an aspect ratio estimated to be about 10 times longer than it is wide, far more stretched than any known asteroid or comet in our solar system. Its reddish hue resembles objects found in the outer solar system, likely caused by cosmic ray irradiation over hundreds of millions of years. Unlike typical comets, Umuamua showed no visible coma or tail, indicating it lacked significant amounts of ice or gas. Yet, it exhibited a slight but measurable non-gravitational acceleration as it sped away from the sun, suggesting outgassing or another force was pushing it beyond what gravity alone could explain. This puzzling behavior led some to speculate wildly, including the possibility of an artificial origin, though most scientists agree it is a natural object. Astronomers estimate that Umuamua had been wandering the Milky Way unattached to any star system for hundreds of millions of years before its chance encounter with our solar system. Its trajectory indicates it came from the general direction of the bright star Vega in the Lyra constellation. Although Vega itself was not near that position 3,000 years ago when Umuamua passed through, traveling at roughly 59,000 miles per hour or 26.4 kilometers per second. Umuamua entered our solar system on a hyperbolic path, meaning it was not gravitationally bound to the Sun and would eventually exit back into interstellar space. Observations from ground-based telescopes and NASA's Hubble and Spitzer space telescopes tracked its rapid passage, confirming its unusual speed and trajectory. The discovery of Umuamua was a milestone, confirming that interstellar objects do pass through our solar system, though they are extremely difficult to detect due to their small size and faintness. Surveys like Pan-STARRS 1, which discovered Umuamua, are now more capable of spotting such visitors, with estimates suggesting that one or more interstellar objects pass through the inner solar system roughly every year, though most go unnoticed. Scientists have proposed several natural explanations for Umuamua's unusual shape and motion. One leading theory suggests that tidal forces, similar to the gravitational effects that cause Earth's ocean tides, may have stretched the object into its elongated form during a close encounter with a star in its home system. Its dry, rocky surface and lack of cometary activity imply it may have lost volatile materials long ago, leaving behind a dense, inert body. The slight acceleration observed as it left the solar system is most likely due to outgassing, jets of gas expelled from the object's surface when heated by the sun, though no visible gas or dust was detected. Alternative explanations such as solar radiation pressure or collisions have been considered but found less plausible. While Umuamua itself was a small, fast-moving object passing through space, its discovery has fueled speculation about a broader pattern of unexplained phenomena. Some theorists suggest that interstellar visitors like Umuamua could be probes or scouts sent by extraterrestrial civilizations to observe or prepare for contact with Earth. The Phoenix Lights Incident. The Phoenix Lights incident remains one of the most significant and widely witnessed UFO events in modern history. On the evening of March 13, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona, Nevada, and even parts of Mexico reported seeing a massive, silent V-shaped craft accompanied by mysterious lights moving slowly across the sky. The event unfolded over several hours and remains a subject of debate and fascination decades later. The first phase of the Phoenix Lights occurred between approximately 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Witnesses described a huge, silent craft shaped like a V or triangle, stretching as wide as a mile, with 5 to 7 bright white or yellow lights evenly spaced along its leading edge. The object moved slowly and steadily, blocking out stars as it passed overhead, suggesting a solid structure rather than a cluster of independent lights. One of the earliest sightings was near the Nevada-Arizona border, where a witness in Henderson, Nevada, reported a large V-shaped object traveling southeast around 6:55 p.m. Pacific Time. The object was described as the size of a Boeing 747 and produced a rushing wind sound. As it moved southeast, it was seen over Prescott Valley and other parts of Arizona by residents and even a retired police officer, who estimated the craft's width to be between 1 and 2 miles. The slow, silent movement and enormous size created a profound sense of awe and unease among observers. Later that evening, around 10 p.m. MST, a second series of lights appeared over the Phoenix area. These were described as a row of brilliant, reddish-orange lights that seemed to hover or slowly fall from the sky. The U.S. Air Force later explained these as illumination flares dropped by A-10 Warthog aircraft during a training exercise at the Barry M. Goldwater Air Force Range, about 60 to 80 miles southwest of Phoenix. The flares' slow descent, aided by parachutes and rising heat, made them appear to hover and wink out as they passed behind the Sierra Estrella Mountains. While the flare explanation accounts for the later lights, It does not explain the earlier massive V-shaped craft seen by thousands. The two incidents are widely regarded as separate events, though both originated from military activities connected to Operation Snowbird, a winter pilot training program out of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona. The Phoenix Lights were witnessed by a diverse group, including pilots, police officers, and even Arizona's then-Governor Fife Symington. The governor initially dismissed the event as a prank, but later admitted he had seen the lights himself, and described them as otherworldly. Despite the large number of witnesses, official explanations have been inconsistent. The Air Force's statement about flares only addressed the second phase of the event. Many witnesses and UFO researchers reject the flare explanation for the initial V-shaped craft, citing the size, formation, and silent flight as inconsistent with flares or conventional aircraft. Adding to the mystery, an anonymous caller identifying himself as an airman from Luke Air Force Base reported to the National UFO Reporting Center that two F-15 fighter jets had been scrambled to intercept a gigantic object over Phoenix. According to the caller, the jets' radar suddenly went to white noise, and the object's lights dimmed and disappeared as the fighters approached. This report has never been officially confirmed, but remains one of the most intriguing aspects of the case. Initially, the Phoenix Lights received scant media attention, with only a few local newspaper articles covering the event. It wasn't until a front-page USA Today article in June 1997 that the incident gained national prominence. Since then, the Phoenix Lights have become a cornerstone of UFO lore, inspiring documentaries, books, and ongoing investigations. The event's scale, number of witnesses, and the involvement of credible observers make it one of the most compelling UFO cases. Duluth DiamondShaped UFO. In early May 2025, a remarkable UFO sighting was reported in Duluth, Minnesota, capturing the attention of locals and UFO enthusiasts nationwide. 3 residents near the Lafayette Community Center witnessed an extraordinary event: a massive gray diamond-shaped object hovering in the night sky, accompanied by about 20 similar objects moving together. This sighting stands out due to the size, shape, and behavior of the objects, as well as the emotional impact on witnesses. The sighting occurred on the evening of May 8, 2025, around 9:30 p.m., lasting approximately 10 minutes. According to reports filed with the National UFO Reporting Center, NUFORC, 3 locals observed a diamond-shaped craft estimated to be about 500 feet tall and 500 feet wide, comparable in size to a large commercial building. The object was described as gray, with an aura surrounding it, adorned with multiple lights. Witnesses noted that the craft changed colors during the sighting and emitted a distinct sound, unusual for typical aerial vehicles. One of the most striking aspects was the estimated speed of the object, reportedly moving at about 1,000 miles per hour, far exceeding the capabilities of any known conventional aircraft or drone. The witnesses were at the community center for a meeting when they noticed approximately 20 of these diamond-shaped objects floating together in formation, creating a surreal and unsettling spectacle in the sky. The witnesses expressed deep unease, with some speculating about the possibility of an alien abduction event. While such speculation remains unverified, the sighting's impact was intensified by reports of unusual animal behavior nearby. According to the observers, animals in the vicinity reacted strangely during the sighting, a phenomenon often reported in other UFO encounters and sometimes interpreted as a sign of electromagnetic or other environmental disturbances caused by the craft. The combination of size, speed, formation flying, and sensory effects like color changes and sound makes this Duluth sighting one of the most compelling recent UFO reports in the United States. Minnesota has seen a steady increase in UFO reports in recent years, with Duluth and other cities frequently appearing in NUFORC's database. In 2024 alone, Duluth reported multiple sightings involving unusual aerial phenomena, including a helicopter-like rectangular object with lights that emitted sounds and hovered in the night sky, reported in late March 2025. These sightings contribute to a growing pattern of unexplained aerial activity in the region. The Duluth diamond-shaped UFO sighting is particularly notable because it involved multiple witnesses who described consistent details, and the object's characteristics defy easy explanation. The size alone challenges the possibility of drones or balloons, while the speed and coordinated movement suggest advanced technology or intelligence. As with all UFO reports, skepticism and alternative explanations exist. Some local observers and experts caution that atmospheric phenomena, optical illusions, or misidentifications of man-made objects could explain some sightings. For example, bright planets like Venus or aircraft lights can sometimes appear unusual under certain conditions. However, the Duluth diamond-shaped sightings' specific details, such as the large size, formation of multiple objects, color changes, and sound, make conventional explanations less convincing. New-Forky's official report acknowledges the sighting's unusual nature, but does not provide a definitive explanation, leaving it open for further investigation. The Duluth sighting fits into a wider narrative of increasing reports of large, structured UFOs appearing over populated areas, often in formation and exhibiting behaviors beyond known aviation capabilities. These events raise questions about surveillance, extraterrestrial visitation, or advanced secret technologies. The fact that multiple witnesses saw the same phenomenon simultaneously adds credibility and highlights the importance of continued monitoring and scientific inquiry into such unexplained aerial phenomena. The Rendlessham Forest Incident. The Rendlessham Forest Incident, often dubbed Britain's Roswell, is one of the most thoroughly documented and debated UFO encounters in history. It unfolded over several nights in late December 1980 near RAF Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters, two United States Air Force bases in Suffolk, England. The case is remarkable for the number of credible military witnesses, physical evidence, and official documentation released by both U.S. and British authorities. In the early hours of December 26, 1980, a security patrol near the east gate of RAF Woodbridge observed strange lights descending into Rendlesham Forest. Initially, the servicemen thought they might be witnessing a downed aircraft. Upon entering the forest, they encountered a glowing metallic object with colored lights. As they approached, the object appeared to move through the trees, and animals on a nearby farm reportedly went into a frenzy. After daybreak, the servicemen returned to the site and discovered 3 small impressions on the ground in a triangular pattern, along with burn marks and broken branches. Local police, called to the scene, suggested the impressions could have been made by animals, but investigators also recorded unusual radiation readings at the site. The following night, Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Column Charles Holt led a larger group into the forest after more strange lights were reported. Holt documented his experience in a now famous memo to the UK Ministry of Defence, and on an audio tape made during the investigation, he described seeing a pulsing red light that broke into 5 white objects, as well as a metallic triangular craft that illuminated the forest with a white light. Holt and his team also measured abnormal radiation levels at the landing site. The Ministry of Defense investigated the incident but could not provide a definitive explanation. No radar anomalies were detected, and the official conclusion was that the event posed no threat to national security. Some skeptics have suggested that the lights seen by the airmen were caused by the nearby Orford Ness Lighthouse, a meteor, or bright stars, But these explanations have not satisfied all involved, especially given the physical evidence and the number of trained military witnesses. Massive, silent UFOs have appeared over city centers worldwide, moving in eerie geometric formations that defy explanation. From the enigmatic Duluth diamond-shaped crafts to the legendary Phoenix lights, these colossal objects challenge our understanding of technology and reality. Meanwhile, mysterious interstellar visitors like Umuamua hint at cosmic secrets beyond our reach. Official silence deepens the mystery, leaving humanity to wonder: are these sightings signs of alien surveillance, advanced secret projects, or something far stranger? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.